Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another property tour video. Today we are out in Bulverde, Texas, North San Antonio, one of the prettiest areas out here that still gets you a little hill country and definitely gets you fast access to the city. We're going to be touring this beautiful house here at 1482 Lyme Park in Bulverde, Texas, 78163. This property is going to be on the market by the time the video hits, priced at $715,000. It is a 5-bedroom and 4-bathroom with over 3,800 square feet of interior living space. We do have a 3-car tandem garage there, but before we begin, let's go ahead and do our normal look around the neighborhood so we can see exactly where this property is, which is in the planned unit development neighborhood of Ventana. Ventana is very nice neighborhood out here in Bulverde. Really great amenity center and great neighborhood. And here's a quick 360 tour. We are going to be in Comal ISD, giving us access to Ray Bulverde Elementary, Spring Branch Middle School, and then Smithson Valley. And this is the house. Let's begin our tour. So this is the exterior. Do have a nice driveway here. It's pretty wide. Again, we do have a 3-car garage tandem right over there. Very cool and interesting fact about this property is that it sits on one of the largest lots that's available for sale out here in Ventana, with these resale properties at 0.30 of an acre. So we're not on a cul-de-sac, but we are on a knuckle lot. And at being 0.30 of an acre, you have a beautiful and massive backyard that backs up right to an easement or a green space, if you will. And then it's really just a great feature to have out here, especially when most of the other properties are running traditional lot sizes, which is usually below 0.20. So great asset for this property is going to be the yard size and the space that you have. With the exterior, we do have a stone and stucco exterior. Super pretty. Now, this house specifically was built in 2022. You can look at that stone, looks really good. Big tall windows. And then we have that stucco exterior. Love our landscaping, beautiful here. And we have our covered porch there. And then again, some nicely planted landscaping here. Now let's take a look from the front walkway out into the front yard. Nice smaller front yard. You can see we do have these 2 trees here that do have access to the irrigation system. All right, let's go inside. Big, massive 9-foot door right here. And then as we enter the home, this is the view that we see right here. Beautiful engineered hardwood floors, tall ceilings. First bathroom is right over here, but over here we have this beautiful office space. Again, over 3,800 square foot for the total house. So the bedrooms and the spaces within the home are pretty massive. Nice tall ceilings. These are not built-ins, but they are attached to the wall. Look at that floor, super pretty. We have our double doors here. And then we have right across from the office our first bathroom. Look at that tile. So pretty. Then our vanity. And then we have our separate toilet and shower area. Gorgeous tile. Really well done. Super, super pretty. Look at that. And right across from the bathroom, again, we have the front door over here, and then we have the office right across. But this is our guest bedroom, or one of the bedrooms down here on the first floor. Great space for the bedroom. Again, 3,800 square feet, massive bedrooms we're gonna find. 2 separate flex areas. It's a closet right there. And then we have a closet right here as well. Now, back out here to the entry area. Off to the right, we're gonna have our dining room. And then we're gonna have our hallway here that takes us into our utility room, and then our garage access, and then a little bench sitting area right over there. So let's go there. Again, I love these floors. Here's our bench, right? Kind of like a little mudroom area, cabinets, and then we have our washroom, our utility room. Look at that tile. And again, continuing with the pretty decor tile, solid surface countertops, and we have a sink here. Big space, tile continues. And then we have our washer and dryer connections with cabinets above the washer and dryer. So great utility space. The 3-car garage is in here. So spin you around. We have an irrigation system, garage door opener. And then over here, we have our soft water pre-plumb, and then our tankless water heaters as well. We have 2 of them right there. We also have some extra material, which is great. Yeah. And back out, or back into the house from the garage. We go down this way and take a right, and we'll be right in our kitchen. Or if we come this way, then we'll be in our laundry room. So let's go back out this way. So now I'm at the end of the hallway. There's the dining room over there. And then let's get to the left so we can revisit. We have the office right there. We have our front door right there. We have 1 bedroom right there. We have a closet, and then we have a full bathroom, okay? So you guys track. Now, over here to the right, before we go into the main living area, check out this closet. I think everybody nowadays just refers to these closets as the Harry Potter closet. I'm quite certain that hardwood continues in here. It is lit, and then we go all the way underneath. So great storage area in addition to your massive garage space. And then here's the main living area. We have our staircase going up, and then this is our living room here with our fireplace. And then we're already ready to mount the TV above the fireplace. And then just here's a look at that from where we came. The railing system, the bolsters, the banister looks beautiful, tall ceilings all the way up to the 2nd floor there where we do have it open. And then I'll back up right over here. And now you can see the living room right here. Tall ceilings again. Massive, massive. Beautiful though, absolutely gorgeous. Here's the kitchen. It is open concept, so we have our formal dining area there, but we will have a breakfast area as well. But let's not go there just yet because this kitchen is stellar. We have beautiful large kitchen island here. There's plenty of room to put your chairs underneath here so you can eat here at the countertop. Pretty cabinets, tile, backsplash. We have our built-in oven here and our microwave. And then we have a great corner pantry. We're getting photography done right now, so there's that nice corner pantry. Gas range here, and then our venting system here. And then this is where your refrigerator would go. So let's take another look at that kitchen, because it is one of the most important features of a home. Plenty of space here in between your cooking surfaces and your island. We do have the white cabinets and then the brown cabinets. We have our two-tone cabinets here. We have a great big farmer sink here, 100%, and then our stainless steel dishwasher. It's a beautiful kitchen, so let's take a look from the kitchen into the living room. It's gorgeous. Super pretty. And then we have these big, massive windows all the way up for this back wall. Plenty of light coming in, but then you have those great retractable blinds as well, curtains, if you will. Here's the breakfast area. Again, 3,800 square feet for the home. Big, massive breakfast area. And then these windows here really just kind of engulf this space, bringing out all of the exterior practically into the interior, if you will. So that's the backyard. You have some gorgeous mature trees, again, 0.30 of an acre. And you can feel those coming in to your home, especially in your breakfast area with these massive windows. Here is your access to the covered patio. But before we go outside, let's head over here to our primary, because our primary is on the first floor and it is over here in the back of the home. We have a gorgeous primary. Large wall of windows right over here. You do have the tray ceiling as well. And then we have our double doors taking us into our ensuite. We continue with the very pretty tile. There's our water closet, soaker's tub, and then two vanities here, and then our walk-in shower. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Then we have a window here, and then over here we have a really large closet for the primary bedroom. Here we go. Massive closet. So primary suite, first floor, breakfast area, first floor, kitchen, formal dining area, office, guest bedroom, full bathroom, utility room, garage access, all on the first floor. Let's go to the second floor. Up the stairs. I love stairs with landings right over there. So great landing. And then before we go up to the second floor, let's just take a look from this landing right here in between the two floors. Isn't that pretty? Up the stairs to the second floor. Here we go. Here's the view from the second floor, looking into our living room. and practically outside. Isn't that nice? Now up here on the second floor, where we land is this big open flex game room space. That door leads to the attic, and that door leads to the attic, so we're not gonna go in there. But you do have this really large game room loft space greeting you on your second floor. All right, down the hall over here. Can't skip this. Right over here, we can look down into our entryway. Isn't that cool? And then over here, right off the loft game room area, we have our second full bathroom that we're gonna see. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. Yeah, beautiful. And that is right off another bedroom. Look how pretty that is. Great bedroom space, coffered ceilings here. Love all my light sources. And then back over here. Look at that. So one bedroom, one bathroom. Then down over here, this hall, we're gonna find a great little suite or section of the home that could really basically be closed off. We have a Jack and Jill bathroom here, and then we have a bedroom over there, and then they have their own loft flex space, game room space right here in between two more bedrooms, which I really like. All right, let's go here. Let's tackle the bathrooms first. So this is gonna be bathroom number 4, okay? Toilet, and then the shower. And again, they have their separate vanities within their own spaces with the exception of that last one. Walk-in closet here. Bedroom, big bedroom, big bedroom. And there's access right over here to that additional game room space between these two bedrooms. There's the other bedroom. Isn't that pretty? Another closet. And then their access right there is for their vanity. So over here we have 2 bedrooms and then another full bathroom shared with this really nice kind of private space in between these 2 bedrooms here. And then we have another bedroom right over here with a full bathroom. So on the second floor, we have three full bedrooms, and we have 2 full bathrooms and 2 loft game room spaces, if you will. And the first floor, we had 2 bedrooms and 2 full bathrooms. So that makes this house a 5-bedroom, 4-bath home. Now into the living room space, kitchen space. We're gonna go right out there to the backyard because at 0.30 of an acre here in this neighborhood, this is an extremely rare feature for a resale property out here. Out through our breakfast area, we're gonna go into our covered patio. The beautiful tall wood inlay up there, you see it? Isn't it pretty? That Texas sky is just blue in today. Massive covered patio space here. And then check out this yard. So we got that easement behind us, right? So you have separation between yourself and the other street and homes over there. Nobody directly bumped up against you. Tons of yard space here. This is like the house or the backyard that with some creativity, you can add a really great outdoor experience back here, whether that's a pool addition, pergola addition, something out here that really just, you know, makes this a nice outdoor oasis on top of what it already is, because you have these beautiful mature trees here with this gorgeous canopy that provides a lot of great shade. These are the trees that we saw from the breakfast room, but really, really great feature. So you could build a lagoon, a pool, an outdoor kitchen, a pergola, something out here that really turns this space, or maybe not turns it, but amplifies it, right? Just adds the cherry on top, if you will. So I'm heading into the backyard, get a little bit further into it, because we have this other side as well. So both sides, because we're on a knuckle, we're going to have side yards, and these side yards are going to be pretty good in the sense of pretty large. So I'm going to come back here to the fence line and just kind of turn you around so we can see how massive this lot is at 0.30 of an acre out here in Ventana. It's not something you're going to find amongst many of the other homes that are available for sale out here. So if you're trying to have a newer home built in 2022, over 3,800 square feet, 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, you want to have hill country / vibes in terms of living, but you want to have quick access to the city, this is absolutely a rarity, with giving you some space in a nice, really nice neighborhood. Here's a look from the other corner so you can see that other side yard. Gorgeous house, guys. Again, just to recap the property, we're at 1482 Lyme Park in Bulverde, Texas. The property is listed for $715,000, built in 2022, 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 3,877 square feet. Thank you so much for joining me on today's property tour. If you have any questions about this property, please let me know. Give me a call, send me an email, send me a message. I'd love to give you any information you'd like on the property. If you're also looking to buy or sell in the San Antonio and surrounding areas, I hope I have done enough to show you that I really do know what I'm doing out here, but I also put everything that I have into selling these properties or helping my buyer clients find a home. All right, guys, I super appreciate it. Until next time, God bless.